Okay, so first, he took off the air intake because we're going to be doing the boost sensor. I guess that's pretty pops off. How does that? Just clips?
There's supposed to be clips. I'm not sure. It's kind of...
It's kind of just sitting in there.
Yeah, don't know what that is. Yeah, we're gonna...
So yeah, he basically pulled it off. The guy who had it before just kind of sits on there. But then we have the boost sensor, which is where?
It's on the intercooler. So this
is that plug there that I'm looking at?
So this plug, and then that's the sensor.
It's a Torx that is completely rusted.
And hidden in there, yeah.
Oh, you guys see that little bolt in there? Oh, look how crusty that thing is. We're gonna get to it though. So our idea here is to basically loosen up the radiator, condenser, intercooler and all, and pivot it forward so that we can get to that bolt since it's kind of tucked in behind this frame here. So he had already gone ahead and removed the bolts that are in his hand from that oval hole right there that he has it in. So that's part of it that's removed. And then these bolts up here, yeah, there's one on each side of the radiator and, you know, the conglomerate. And then these bolts up here are holding it onto the top. So we're gonna release these next. And we may have to remove the intercooler piping so that we can flex a little more, but we'll go take a little bit at a time here. And sometimes these clips become a real pain and they don't really wanna, because literally you're just pushing that tab down, but sometimes they get jammed up and corroded. So what you wanna do sometimes is throw a little screwdriver behind it or a pick tool and actually release the latch with that tool. There you go. Now, how did you actually have to release that?
So I went, if you imagine the sensor.
Went on the side there and pulled up on it.
Yep,
because it slid off.
I can push as hard as I want, but I'm not gonna be able to, unless you were able to. Sometimes you can push the clip in, and if I can do it right.
Yeah, that was a struggle though.
Yeah.
So that's why it's sometimes better to just use a screwdriver to pick up on it. Cool.
And we're definitely gonna dielectric grease that.
Right now he's releasing the intercooler clamp using a long screwdriver. I think you can also use a quarter or maybe 5/16 to loosen up the nut. So right now he's releasing it from the throttle body. You can't get it off of there. It's kind of jammed up with everything else it's holding on to. So he's releasing it from there with a super long screwdriver. The longest, boy. There we go. And one thing to be aware of, guys, you might not see in the video, but this bracket that the flashlight's sitting on, the intercooler piping sits right on it, and it is steel on plastic, so if you're rubbing it a little too much, you actually can puncture the intercooler piping, so just be aware of that. And she's out. That thing is dirty. I say we clean out that throttle body while we're at it. Yeah. Just be careful of the starter, guys, because it's sitting right there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
He's getting a sample. Oh. He's probing right now. Oh, yeah. Got some oil, and I was actually expecting way more.
Yeah, I was expecting way more. For 252,000 miles?
Yeah, I was expecting black, like soot.
So we don't know, I don't have much history on the car. I did run a Carfax on it, but I don't know if this is the original engine or not. I do know that, so Volvos are really known for their throttle bodies going bad in this generation and everything.
Look who showed up.
And higher.
Oh, he brought the pretzels.
You know what's up, brothers? I also got safety glasses.
Oh, dude, we're prepped. Yeah, we've had problems with people getting things in their eyes here lately, so.
Anyway.
Side note, my girlfriend got these, not me.
Sounds about right. She wants your eyes to be protected.
And they are.
Anyway, they're bifocals. The throttle body says 06 V70R 140K.
There it
You
is.
can see the orange writing. The junkyard's right on that, right in those type of letters on stuff. So it's either a junkyard throttle body, which isn't a bad thing. New ones are ridiculously overpriced. Or it's a junkyard engine, which is even better because it has less miles. So we don't know.
Yeah, back to the topic at hand.
So we have another bolt holding, this is the radiator fan radiator, and there's another bolt. It goes up underneath and it's bolted to this support, and it's holding the radiator. So if you see, the radiator kind of pivots on it. So if we pull that out, we should be able to pivot everything this way.
Cool.
Whatever you got to make up on that. Well, you got the heat on it.
Bingo.
In case you forgot.
Now we got the bolt out of the bottom. Will it release? Will it move where we need it? Do you see the mess that this man is dealing with in here? Where is that? There it is. We're still wondering if it's coming out or not. Oh, that sounded like a good.
Oh, yeah.
Good smack. Oh, you got lucky, bro.
That came out so well.
And there it is. Oh, that's the bolt. But look at that, he actually got it out, surprisingly.
I'm the luckiest
The thing
person
is
alive.
so crusty. But surprisingly, it actually still has a head on it. Well, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't have came out, but still.
Yeah, we're definitely
The
gonna
bull got lucky.
We're definitely gonna wire wheel that.
Yeah.
Is that a torque fitting?
And just pull it on out.
Yep.
Does it look bad? It looks fine to me. Throw it back in.
There's 4 parts to the system. There's this boost sensor. There's the TCV, which is what the
controller.
controller. There's the computer, which,
That's on your
so that's the computer. And then there's the wastegate on the turbo.
So any one of those could be causing the code.
Yeah.
But this is the most common and cheapest, so that's why we're replacing it.
Yeah,
This is actually really expensive. This is
Nice, throwing that bad boy in there. Now you just gotta oh wow. Replace all the bolts that we took off.
Yeah, antifreeze
take
and
5
all that stuff is clean.
Plug it back in. Getting a little clean up on the intake. Watch out. Yeah, don't ever use 2+2 on plastic products, by the way. We use this to clean a lot of stuff. It's awesome, but it will chew up plastic, so don't do that. No.
all right. So now
All
we're
cleaned
going
up, ready to go back in.
Another pipe, Nate. Come on, don't put that back on.
Okay.
Fritzy says no.
Don't put that back on.
Don't forget to put your radiator back in place so that you can fit your intercooler pipe in. Just saying. Look at that, it just slides right in.
You were fine. Can't believe that.
So yeah, time to put a new clamp on. So anytime you take these clamps off, unless you have the special tool for them, they're useless. So we're gonna put a regular hose clamp on that. Grab them right now. Oh, almost hit me.
You run like a coil.
Make sure you hook up your clamp so you can get to it easy. Unless you have a super long screwdriver like that. And Nate's gonna go put that bolt in under the bottom while I'm doing this.
Well, that's what I told him.
Ooh,
I
make sure
gave
it
him some
snaps.
money. I
It did.
told him.
And that bolt that comes in from the bottom, you can actually see the nut right there. So it'll help you line up as you're going up into it. Beautiful. Don't forget your top radiator bolts. Don't forget your top radiator bolts.
And it will all have to come out again because future plans are big front mount intercooler, upgraded radiator.
Bumper's coming off.
Yeah, bumper's got to come off. Yeah, I'm gonna.
And that's a wrap, isn't it? Other than the intake guys, which that literally just sits on top, just because of how this one works. But yeah. So there you have it. Quick little install on the boost sensor on the intercooler pipe at the heat exchanger. So that's the first one. We got some other stuff we got to do today, but we're going to do it in a different video. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. And like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you guys back with some more Volvo videos on the next one.